So this is lesson 45 in Algebra 1. We're going to study range, median, mode, and mean. You've already done these, in the past few years, probably seen them over and over and over again. So we're going to go kind of quickly through here. If we have a set of numbers, so if we have a set of numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 15. And I ask you what the range is. The range is looking at the smallest number to the biggest number. So the range would be all the numbers between 2 and 15. So it would be 15 minus 2. So the range would be 13. There's 13 numbers between here. Now we didn't include all the numbers, like we didn't include a lot of the odd numbers, etc. But the difference is always going to be the largest from the smallest, and that will give you the range. So the next word we're going to look at is called median. Now if you go to Anchorage and you've got the Seward Highway, you've got 2 lanes of traffic going this way, then you've got this green strip here, and then you've got another 2 lanes of traffic. That green strip is called the median. It's in the middle between the 2 roads, so that's where this word comes from. So when we're talking about the median, we're talking about the number that is in the middle. So let's say that I have a set of numbers like 8, 10, 14, 30, and 30. So even though my 30s occurred twice, I still have 5 numbers there. The median would be the middle number, the one that is exactly between. Alright, if I had these numbers, and again, one of the things that's important is they're listed here from smallest to largest. So smallest to largest, they have to be rearranged so that they're in that order. If they're not from smallest to largest, you're going to get the wrong answer. So do that first. Here I have 6 numbers. So the middle of these would be right here. 3 on this side, 3 on this side. So what you do to find the middle is you take the 2 numbers that are in the middle, one on either side of the middle line. You add them up, and then you divide them by 2. And you get 22. So 22 is actually the median there, because there's an even number of numbers there. Okay, the word mode is French for fashionable. I have no idea why they're using that word, but they are. And the mode, M-O-D-E, so when you go and get pie a la mode, mode does not mean ice cream. It means fashionable. So apparently what's fashionable is ice cream on your pie. So anyway, mode, for what we're doing, means the most. So if I have 8, 10, 12, 12, it doesn't matter if they're in order at all. It just matters if we have a list of numbers there. And the mode is the one that occurs the most often. That number right there occurs 3 times. If we had a 12 and a 12 here, and we had all these numbers here, I've got 12s that occur 4 times as well. So I actually have 2 modes. I have the mode that's 12 and a mode that's 3. And whenever you have a 2 modes, it's called bimodal. Okay, so that ends up being what we've got when we have 2 modes. Alright, so the next one is our mean. Mean basically means average. So you find the mean by taking all the numbers. So again, we've got 8, 10, 10, 12, 15. Just a minute. Somebody's weed eating out there and making too much noise. Okay, so there's our set of 5 numbers. We're going to add them all up. 8 plus 10 is 18, plus 10 is 28, plus 12 is 40, plus 15 is 55. And then we're going to divide by how many numbers there are. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So my average, or my mean, is 11. Okay, so let's go to a couple of examples and then we'll be done. So, a freight company receives a shipment of 8 cats and 1 cow. Okay. Their weights in pounds are 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, and 800. Obviously the cow is 800. So 2, 3, 2. So I have 8 cats and 1 cow. Alright, so find the range. The range is going to be the largest number minus the smallest. Okay, so the range is going to be 798. That's an equal sign there. Alright, what else are we looking for? Median. The middle number. Alright, so we're going to put them in order. 2, 2, 2, 2. I got rid of that, that, and that. 3, 3, 3. 4, 800. So that got rid of all that. Alright, so what am I looking for? I'm looking for the middle number. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers. So my middle number is going to be that 3 right there. So my median is 3. Mode is going to be the one that occurs the most often. I only have 4 2s, 3 3s, a 4, so my mode is going to be 2, because that's one that occurs the most often, and the mean is going to be adding all these numbers up. This is 800, not just 800. Add all those numbers up, and I get 821, and then I'm going to divide it by how many numbers there are. There's 9 numbers. So that means my average weight is 91.22. Now you can see that that is not really the average weight, because we have 8 cats that weigh less than 5 pounds each, and then we've got 1 cow. So that doesn't mean the average weight of all the things we have here is actually 91.22. I mean, the average, these cats do not weigh 91 pounds. So the mean, if you're looking for kind of an idea of the weights, you're not going to use mean really to find this, because it's not a real accurate one, but that is the way that you find the mean. So let's look at the next example and then we'll be done. Okay, so you take an algebra test, and there are the scores from the algebra test. There are 8 scores, and they're asking me to find the range, and that's going to be my biggest number. So it's always good to put these in the correct order first. So 60, 66, 78, 80, whoa, that doesn't look like an 8, 83, 85, 86, 93, 95. Alright, so we're going to do 95 minus 60, and that's my range. Okay? And let's see, what's the next one? Median, the middle number. There are no middle numbers because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. So the middle of that would be about right there. So there aren't any middle numbers. So we take the 83, we add the 85, because we add both of those together, and we divide by 2. And that gives me 84 as my mean. The mode, which number occurs the most? Gosh, they're all, none of them occur more than once. So when that's the case, there is no mode. Okay? And the mean, we're going to add all those scores together, and divide by how many there are. There's 8 of them, so it'll be 646 when we add them all, divided by 8 is going to give me an 80.75 as the average score there. Alright, so let's look at 45.3. I didn't see that one up there, and then we will be done with this lesson, and you can get on with life. Alright, the mean of 5 numbers is 10. So when we add 5 numbers together and divide by however many numbers there are, 5, we get 10. 4 of the numbers are 2, 8, 11, and 14. They want us to find the 5th number. It may be smaller than 14, may be bigger, but we're missing it. So how do we find the mean? We add up the numbers, and there's 5 of them, right? And that's what we're looking for. So we don't know what that is, but we'll just call it x. And we divide it by, there's 5 numbers, we divide it by 5, and that gives me my average, which is 10. So let's add those up. So 2 and 8 is 10, plus 11 is 21, plus 14 is going to be 35. Okay, we can't do anything with that. Okay, now how do we get rid of that 5? We get rid of that 5 by multiplying both sides by 5, and then that will go away. So we have 35 plus x equals 50. Subtract 35, and we get x equals 15. So if we put 15 there, and then we added 14, 11, 8, and 2 to it, divided by 5, we should get 10 as an answer. So that's how you do that. When you're missing one here, you write it as if it's there and put an x there for the missing one. Divide it by however many numbers they gave you plus the one that's missing, and then that equals 10, which they gave us here. And then we just add these numbers up and do our algebra there and are able to get our answer there. And that's it for lesson 45.